Hey, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us on the app. I'm meteorologist Courtney Aitken. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I feel like we've had a ton of beautiful sunrises lately. You can see a bunch of color there, and then we kind of take you on a little tour of what things looked like through early afternoon. Some puffy fair weather clouds did develop and some blue sky as we got nice and toasty. Hey, want to let you know though, we have 25 days until the sun rises after 6 a.m. Feels like a ways away, but yesterday was also our last 9 p.m. sunset this season. So starting tonight, the sun will set right around 8:59. Of course, it'll still be light out until at least 9:15ish, but days are slowly getting shorter. However, that means that we're getting closer to the Minnesota State Fair, which starts 48 days from today on August 27th. We had some guests from the State Fair, or guests that will be vendors at the State Fair, I should say, on the noon show today. So that was a lot of fun. There is a lot to look forward to there. And then by September 1st, we are kicking off meteorological fall. 53 days from today. It's a ways out, but it'll be here before you know it. And that is one of the most gorgeous times of year here in Minnesota. Today, it is feeling like summertime though. 87 for a high. I actually did bump this up a little bit just considering how warm we already were around noon. 86 in St. Cloud today, 85 in Brainerd, 83 in Grand Rapids. Enjoy today. Today is my pick of the week because we really start cranking the heat over the weekend, and especially as we get into next week. Look at this string of 90-degree days. 91 Sunday, then we go 95, 94, 93, keeping it very hot all the way through the middle of next week, and then maybe down to 88 on Thursday. That's still pretty warm. So what's happening here is over the weekend, as you're out at the lake, at the pool, enjoying your time, Mother Nature is working in the background, bringing in high pressure. This forms what we like to call a heat dome, because think of it as we're almost in this really warm bubble where storms can't get in because the heat moves in and it bumps all that storm activity way up to the north. So we have better storm chances when we're kind of on the periphery of the heat dome, but we're just plain in it as we get into next week. So it cranks the heat and it blocks out the rain chances. As a matter of fact, already parts of northern Minnesota, all of North Dakota, parts of South Dakota, and other states too already have heat alerts. We're going to have some heat alerts ourselves, I think, as we get into next week and as it starts to get a little bit hotter. So I want to go over what the heat alerts are and what each one actually means. The lowest on the totem pole, or the lowest tier, I should say, they're all important, is going to be a heat advisory. And that is what the National Weather Service of the Twin Cities is likely going to issue next week. So expect to see a notification for one of these next week. So that basically means take caution. It means that heat is not expected to reach warning criteria, but even if you are outside for a while, it will start to bother you. So it's just something to be aware of. As long as you use common sense, you're usually going to be okay with that heat advisory. Now, an extreme heat watch, that's when you need to start planning accordingly. You may need to shorten your outdoor time, drink more water, move some things around depending on when you have outdoor plans. And then extreme heat warning, that is kind of top tier. That's as serious as it gets when it comes to the heat. And that's when you need to take action, because that means that extreme heat is either imminent or occurring in real time. And that's when it can be serious. You can contract things like heat exhaustion or even heat stroke. So we're getting hot over the next 5 days. Highs climb into the 90s. Feels like temperatures could easily be near 100. I don't think they get to 105. So that's why we're not expecting any extreme heat warnings. We're not going to be above that threshold, but we will be warm. Tonight will be a beautiful night for baseball. On another note, first pitch 7:10 p.m. at Target Field. The Angels will be here, and I believe that there's also going to be some wrestling tonight after the game. So it certainly will be an interesting night at the ballpark, and the weather will be gorgeous. So I highly recommend you check it out. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be in the upper 60s. We do have our Saturday morning show, and it will be 1 hour instead of 2, but you can watch it right here on the app. So hopefully we'll see you there. Tomorrow afternoon, it will be hot. Okay, highs in the upper 80s. And if you look out to the west, already in the lower 90s. So it is starting to cook. And by Sunday, we're going to be in the lower 90s. So we kick off that string of 90-degree days, which you'll see on your 7-day forecast. 87 today. We had some isolated showers earlier out to the west. Those fizzled out leading up to our noon newscast. So no rain the rest of the day and really no rain the rest of the week either. It's a very dry stretch that we're headed into. However, we will have the humidity, and you'll notice more of it Sunday and into Monday. Pay attention to those overnight lows. Once we see those low temperatures getting into the low 70s, that's how you know it's going to be pretty humid. Monday will likely be the warmest day, but Tuesday and Wednesday won't be far behind.